Hi, my name is Melbin, and I have been a radio jockey for a few years now. It's only been more than a year in Delhi. Before this, I was in Chennai doing radio again. I've done a bit of television. I'm a professional MC and a voiceover artist as well, but I think for now we'll stick to radio. Okay, pros, there's a lot of it. People recognize who you are after a point. I know we're not really seen, but there will be cases where people, when you go outside, people recognize you by your voice, and the minute you tell them who you are, they're like, "Oh, you're the one on radio." And apart from that, apart from the whole, fame factor, I think which everybody aspires for, it's pretty convenient for people like me. I do the evening show, and it gives you a sense of satisfaction at the end of it because you're doing something and people are listening to you and you actually make a difference in somebody else's life because they're really enjoying what you're doing and they enjoy the music you're playing and all of that. So the pros are many. Cons, I would say, okay, this is specifically for me. I can tell you that I would like my evenings free, but I don't have them free because I work till 10 p.m. And so lifestyle takes a bit of a toll. Okay, so when you just get started, you are most likely to just get maybe a weekend slot. Maybe they'll give you a weekend slot to try you out, or maybe that you'll get a slot in between, say, the afternoon and before the evening drive time. But what every RJ would aspire to do is the two primetime slots, which is the breakfast show in the morning and the evening drive show, which is in the evening. Basically, both are drive times, and that should be the aspiration for everybody who wants to get into radio to be a primetime jock. And that happens, of course, once you get a chance, once you prove yourself. And apart from that, if you get tired of being on the show, if you're running out of ideas, there's always options in another department, which is the programming department, and then you can climb the ladder from there. So the opportunities are plenty. Okay, some of the skills required would be the most important thing is okay, some people get lucky with this is a voice. Everybody will recognize you by your voice. So I think you need to have a good voice, but even if you don't have a good voice, sometimes you can still be an RJ by just your personality, by sheer energy and the kind of vibe you bring out from the mic. So, but apart from that, skills required is you need to know how to construct a few sentences together. Make sure you have a flow of what you're saying. You need to have a clear idea of what you're saying. It shouldn't be, a lot of people think you can just come in front of the mic and then start talking. That's not how it works. There is a lot of work involved as well, and you need to be updated with whatever's going on. You need to read the papers. You need to, watch news and be updated with whatever's going on around the country, around the world. And yeah, so you need to do your homework because apart from that, only then will the skills count. But the most important skills would be a good voice and communication skills, basically. As pretty simple. When you're on radio, you need to have great communication skills. Yeah. I started when I was 23 is when I got the chance, but before that, for 2 or 3 years, I was trying. I was knocking on doors and trying to look for an opportunity, but it took a while. It took about 2, 3 years before I got my first opportunities. But you can start whenever you feel you're ready, because if you're not ready, if you're not really prepared that well, and you just think, okay, this is going to happen, then you could be very disappointed. So maybe you should get your homework done and make a few samples, make a few demos, and try again. Listen to radio stations abroad, and see what they're like, and then make a good demo. And then once you feel like, okay, this is a good demo that you have, then you can knock on people's doors or get numbers, and then give them something to show. So it really depends on when you're ready. I don't really think there's a particular time for it, like when you finish your graduation or none of that. It's clearly about when you are ready. Okay, advice to youngsters is don't copy a particular style. If you have your favorite RJ on radio and you think, okay, this is the kind of RJ that I want to be. Okay, this is, never try and copy somebody. Never try and copy somebody else's style. You need to, you need to figure out what your style is, and you need to develop on that and make sure that becomes the style for somebody else to say, oh, this guy is great.